Tron fun fact, did you know that Tron's full first name is actually Tronathan? And also this video is sponsored by the Magic Candle Company. When old Bobby Chapes walked out onto the stage at D23 in 2017 and announced that the Magic Kingdom would be getting a clone of Shanghai Disney's second most popular attraction, Tron Light Cycle Power Run, we had no idea what sort of roller coaster we were in for over the course of the following years. It wasn't until 2022, the current year, as of the making of this video, that they finally announced the opening period for the roller coaster. We still don't have a date, but we have a window.
Nice.
Listen, I fully realize that I have a really cool job, but I think you can tell how much I enjoyed that. And what you all saw there, that is just a little taste. It was great riding with some of the team members who have been so committed to this attraction through all of its unforeseen twists and turns. They're working on a lot of finishing touches right now, and we're excited for you all to experience it. That is why I am thrilled to announce to you today that Tron Light Cycle Run will debut in the spring of 2023.
Spring.
I was at Walt Disney World last week and just looking out over Tron, peeking through the holes in the fences, and even talking to some Imagineers. This thing is going to be great, and it's so very close to being ready. I've already uploaded a video talking about the reasons why it was taking so long and why I was upset it was taking so long, and Josh Tomorrow sort of confirmed with that statement at D23 that there were multiple reasons for it taking 5.5-ish years for it to open, and I'm not going to rehash any of that. Instead, I'm going to fill you in from what happened then to what's happening now and what we can look forward to sort of happening until spring and the opening of the ride. When the announcement was made in 2017 that Light Cycle Run would be coming to the Magic Kingdom, and not only that it would be there, but it also wouldn't be replacing something like Space Mountain or another attraction or gift shop. It would be brand new, built from the ground up. Which is interesting because I think we as Disney fans are sort of conditioned, or have been conditioned over the years, to expect when a new attraction or a new land is being built or constructed, it's got to replace something that was already there. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway replacing the Great Movie Ride, Galaxy's Edge replacing Big Thunder Ranch, or I guess the backlot at Hollywood Studios. Tiana's Bayou Adventure for Splash Mountain, the list goes on, and I think we were all very pleasantly surprised that we're just getting Tron. It's just going to be in a new spot right next to Space Mountain, so you can hit one roller coaster and then go right next door and hit the other one. That was an amazing call from Disney. But at the same time, this wasn't going to be a Disneyland versus Walt Disney World Space Mountain sort of ordeal, where Disneyland Space Mountain is still Space Mountain, but it's very, very different from Walt Disney World's. No, this was going to be an exact clone of Shanghai's track and everything. That is, except for the railroad, the Walt Disney World Railroad that was going to run underneath and through Tron. See, Shanghai does not have a railroad, which I think is very interesting. What is a Disneyland-style park without a railroad? That's what they were there for, right? In the first place. That's why Walt built Disneyland, so you could ride a train around all day. I mean, it doesn't even have a berm. I mean, come on, what are you doing, Shanghai? Besides, you know, having, like, the best Tomorrowland in the world, but we're not going to talk about that. We're getting Tron, okay? That's what matters. And this is part of the whole weird Tron Light Cycle Run equation that doesn't quite make sense to me, because as you can see from this clip here, they are running the railroad. The track is complete. There are cast members on that thing. I'm pretty sure it's made multiple Grand Circle tours of the Magic Kingdom. I don't know whether or not they're waiting to open them up at the same time, rather than just, you know, opening the railroad when the railroad is done. I think they definitely should, because there's a difference between bad show and giving guests a preview of what's to come. I think you can sort of trod the line between that, especially with the lighting package at night. It would be great. I don't remember the last time I rode the Disney World Railroad. We have this lovely view of the Magic Kingdom under a blood moon, but we also have Tron Light Cycle Run, all lit up and pretty. Maybe we'll have to go ride the People Mover one more time. I think if Disney's prerogative is to wait for Tron to be done before opening the railroad, they should reconsider that. Just let me ride the train, for goodness sake. But I mean, none of this is really a secret. I asked the Imagineer on the other side of the fence, you know, in the Tron construction area, if I was allowed to film, and he said, yeah, go for it, have fun, and also to get excited, because it's gonna be sooner than we think. It's gonna be so soon that I can almost smell it. Can you imagine what the inside of Tron Light Cycle Run's gonna smell like? Because, I can't. But I'm sure there are a group of people who can, and those people are the Magic Candle Company, the sponsors of today's video. That's right, everybody. The Magic Candle Company brings you scents from all over the Walt Disney World, Disneyland, and even Universal resorts. And while they don't have a Tron scent just yet, they should really get their smell scientists to work on that, though. I feel like that would be a very wide, untapped market to make a grid-scented candle. They do have a scent from another attraction that has a ride vehicle sort of shaped like a light cycle, Banshee Flight from Flight of Passage. If candles aren't your game, no worries. They have bath products, they have room sprays, hand sanitizers, they even have air fresheners for your car so you can make your car smell like the Haunted Mansion. Put that My Other Ride is a Doom Buggy bumper sticker on the back of your car. You'll be a moving Haunted Mansion out there on the highway, showing off for everybody. Just remember to use offer code OFFHAND at checkout to save 15% off and to help the channel out just a little bit. I mean, come on, you're telling me you don't want your home to smell like a Disney churro? You're telling me this, but all I'm hearing is that I'm a bad liar because I really want my home to smell like a Disneyland churro. Thank you to the Magic Candle Company for sponsoring this video. And again, I'm excited for the smell of Light Cycle Run, and the Imagineer did say get excited. I don't know what that means, but I've learned not to get excited over Tron Light Cycle Run, so I'm still going to assume it's opening in October. I mean, that's technically spring, right? Ghosts spring out of the grave in October, so that's probably what Disney meant when they said spring 2023. We've all been hurt by this ride. But now I get into predictions. When is this thing actually gonna open? Not October, no, I'm confident in the spring 2023 opening date that was given at D23. As far as I know, according to leaks and different things posted on Twitter, the inside is essentially done and all that's left is some theming and landscaping on the outside, some concrete being poured, and then by the time, February rolls around, this thing will be ready to go. Now, being ready to go and being open aren't the same thing to Disney. Take Runaway Railway at Disneyland, for example. As far as I know, the inside of Runaway Railway is completely done, very much in a similar way to Tron, except for the outside is also way closer to completion than Light Cycle Run is. So instead of sitting on a complete and ready-to-operate Runaway Railway for 6 weeks, Disney decided why not just open it up at the end of January instead of waiting until the beginning of March. Hence why we get Runaway Railway early. But what date exactly in spring are we supposed to be looking forward to? Are we looking more like a March, or perhaps maybe an April? And I think there's one very specific clue that we can use to narrow down the month that Tron will be opening, and that is the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary. Now, it's been going on for more than a year. It began on October 1st, 2021, and it is now way past that, December of 2022. There were a couple of fun new things that opened for the 50th anniversary. We got the new Epcot entrance, we got Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, we got Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. If you notice, I'm staying toward Epcot because I absolutely love that park. But we also got new nighttime shows like Disney Enchantment and Back to Epcot Harmonious. We've got a lot of things advertised for the 50th anniversary, but what we didn't get was a Tron Light Cycle Run advertisement. That's completely separate, and instead, Disney 100 is coming up in 2023. I mentioned in my previous Tron update video that Disney probably wanted to go all out for the ending of the 50th anniversary, and it doesn't look like that's gonna quite happen anymore. But with the 100 Years of Wonder celebration kicking off and taking place mostly at Disneyland in Anaheim, they're going to want something big for Walt Disney World as well. And that, I think, my friends, is where Tron comes into the picture. The official ending date given to us by Disney for the 50th anniversary celebration is March 31st, 2023. Now, yes, October 1st of 2021 to March 31st of 2023, that sounds like a whole lot longer than a year-long celebration, but, I get it. Give everyone all over the world a chance to experience it if they want to, that's fine, whatever. And while the 100 Years of Wonder celebration kicks off at the end of January at Disneyland, you have the 50th running at Walt Disney World, so I think March 31st, April 1st, April is when we're going to start seeing more Disney 100 representation at Walt Disney World. And what better way to kick off the celebration than opening the long-awaited, long-anticipated Tron Light Cycle Run? Think about it. Disneyland's getting 2 new shows, a new castle, and a new ride. Why not give Disney World a new ride? Okay, to be fair, Harmonious is going away, so Walt Disney World also will be receiving a Disney 100 show, and we don't know the status of the Magic Kingdom fireworks at this point. It could be Happily Ever After. It could be a mashup of all of the fireworks shows Disney has done at Walt Disney World so far. We're not sure. All we know is that the Happily Ever After theme song will be playing again at the Magic Kingdom, and that's all that matters to me! So, my official prediction for the opening month or couple of week window for Tron Light Cycle Run is going to be beginning of April to the end of April. I think we're going to get an April opening for Tron. You can quote me on that. Maybe we'll get some annual pass holder previews or some cast member previews earlier, but I think the general public opening with the virtual queue and whatnot is going to be in April. I'm leaning toward the second or third week, the sort of middle of April. And, you know, with the opening in April and everything, that would be such a wonderful birthday present to me from the new old CEO of Disney, Bob Iger. Bob, if you're listening to this, all I want for my birthday is Tron. I was 19 when this thing was announced. I will be 25 when it opens. I am halfway through my 20s, and I wasn't even into my 20s when this thing was announced. I am ready to experience it. Just give it to me, please. And the best part about all of this, I think it's kind of hilarious. We've been waiting so long for this attraction, and the actual ride time, the time spent in your ride vehicle on the track, on the roller coaster, is like a minute and a half, and that's being a little bit generous. I don't care though. I love Tron Legacy. It's about time it got some park representation because dang, that movie's good. We need more Tron representation in the parks. We always do, and maybe if this ride is a success, we could see a version of it coming to Disneyland in the future. I'm not talking about the near future. I'm talking about like Disneyland forward, 20 years in the future. I would love to see it. But there's one part about all of this whole Tron build-up, all of this new attraction, a new roller coaster, super cool queue, good music provided by Daft Punk, a much-needed breath of fresh air at Magic Kingdom's Tomorrowland. Nobody is talking about one very important aspect of this whole thing, okay? Nobody seems to be mentioning the Tron Bathrooms that will be opening up alongside the roller coaster. The Magic Kingdom is getting a brand new set of Tron restrooms, and nobody seems to care. Walt Disney, I care. I care immensely. I am very excited to see what these look like. How would you theme a restroom around Tron? We're gonna find out. They did it with Tangled, they did it with Alice in Wonderland at Disneyland, and now we get to see how that translates over to one of the greatest sci-fi epics of our time. And, no, that is not me being hyperbolic. This is a great movie. And who knows, maybe by April of 2023, we'll have seen some changes to the parks under Bob Iger. I'm not trying to get my hopes up too high for that, because the last time I got my hopes up for something, I got a people mover-sized hole in my heart. But you never know, maybe some various improvements to the parks in the form of free Genie Plus, Lightning Lane passes, or getting rid of the reservation system will make the opening of Tron all the sweeter. All that much more worth the wait. So with the opening of a brand new e-ticket roller coaster and the addition of the Hatbox Ghost to the Magic Kingdom's Haunted Mansion, Magic Kingdom is really trying to get in the running for the best Disney park, right up there with Disneyland and Epcot. Tell you what, Magic Kingdom, if you stop closing all of your merchandise and snack locations 2 hours before the park closes, then you can be on the list. How's that sound? Sorry, I just really dislike it when the park closes at 11, but I can't get a churro past 8 p.m. It's just something feels wrong about it. That's something Disneyland gets right. But now I turn the question over to you all. Two, actually, maybe more questions. One, are you excited for Tron Light Cycle Run? Do you think it's going to be worth the wait? Because I'm not really upset about how long we had to wait. We got other things in the time that it took for them to build Tron. We got Runaway Railway, we got Galaxy's Edge, and Ratatouille, and Cosmic Rewind, and all of New Epcot, most of New Epcot. Not all of them. So yeah, I guess 3 questions. Are you excited? Do you think it'll be worth the wait? And what date? Like what week stretch do you think Tron Light Cycle Run is going to open to the general public? I'm gonna say second week of April. That's gonna be, I'm locking it in right now, and as soon as I put this video up, Disney's going to announce April 1st, Tron Light Cycle Run opens, and I won't be mad about it because I will be happy that I finally get to experience what it's like to be on a light cycle in the grid. Did I mention I'm a big Tron fan? I'm a big Tron fan. All of this coupled with the long-awaited reopening of the Walt Disney World Railroad, right in time for the ending of the 50th anniversary celebration, the Magic Kingdom will finally be up to full operating capability. Except for Splash Mountain, because that's going down in January. So as always, the moral of the story here, the message for this video is, no matter how hard it tries, Magic Kingdom will always be second best to Epcot. Epcot will always be the greatest. It's not up for debate. Epcot is still the king, even though the entire middle is closed down. It's still the best park at Walt Disney World. I love Epcot, and now Living with the Land has a holiday overlay. Like, give me more reasons to visit the park, why don't you? The fact that I can even make a park reservation for the other 3 theme parks at Walt Disney World is an oversight by Disney. Just give it to me default Epcot, please. I love it so much. And now I'm getting sidetracked. Whether it's gonna be, March or October or April, I am very much looking forward to Tron, and I'm hoping to see some of you there when it does open. Because boy, when this attraction opens, it's going to be a massive weight off of the chest of probably mostly Walt Disney Imagineering, but also the fans who have been waiting so long and so patiently to be digitized, enter the grid, and be the user we have all wanted to be for as long as I can remember. When did the first Tron come out? 1982. Be the user we've all wanted to be since 1982. Hello everybody, thank you for watching this update video on how close, yet so far, we are to the opening of Tron Light Cycle Run at the Magic Kingdom. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm sorry I've been gone for quite some time. You are actually getting 2 videos this week if you're watching this the week of Christmas. Okay, you were getting 2 videos this week to make up for me missing 2 weeks. So this way I'm only 1 week behind. How cool is that? And then of course you will be getting a recap of 2022 and a look forward to 2023, the week of New Year's, and that will close out this season of Offhand Disney. Maybe a few surprises along the way. We'll see. The multiverse is very unpredictable. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, and if you're new around here and want more videos of me ranting about Tron and Tron Legacy and how much I love Epcot, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. As always, a massive thank you to all of my supporters over at patreon.com/offhanddisney. Even just $1 a month gets them access to most of the perks, and they get early access to videos and audio transcripts. It's a whole lot of fun, and you can join their ranks by clicking the link in the description down below. And like I said, even just $1, it helps a lot. It helps the channel out. It goes a long way, and I am very thankful to them for helping me out all through all these years, all of you, every single one of you. If you want more Offhand Disney goodness, you can follow me on my other social media accounts, Offhand Disney on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. That's exclusive content right there. And if you want more of a spooky good time, you can tune into Foolish Mortals, the Haunted Mansion podcast I co-host with my good friend Disney Dan from the YouTube channel Disney Dan over at Disney Dan's Twitch channel, Captain Dan's Submarine Canteen, the link of which will also be in the description down below. And again, a massive thank you to the Magic Candle Company for sponsoring this video. You all, they're friends of the channel. They keep supporting me throughout all of these years, and on the week of Christmas, I just want to say I'm thankful for you, Magic Candle Companies. Keep making those spooky smelling candles. That's about all I got for this one, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you actually later this week in the holiday special, the very special holiday Offhand Disney special. Yeah, it's at Epcot. I don't know, it's obviously it's at Epcot. Goodbye.